In the last video, I gave Uckfield a much needed upgrade, adding a goods yard to the already impressive station. This time around I'm heading back along the cross-country line to make some minor tweaks ready for a huge new project. Yep, this is gonna be a big one. Hey everyone, it's M4J here and welcome back to From Steam to Electricity here on Transport Fever 2. A couple of bits of housekeeping before we get started properly. I haven't played this game in over a month. If there's something I said I was going to do in the last episode, I have likely forgotten what it is. That's the first thing. Second thing, excuse me, you'll hear me clear my throat a lot and maybe even just about mask some coughs as well. After I finished recording the last episodes, I took some time off, like a weekend off, to let my voice recover, because I can't record 3 episodes in a day anymore, even though I'm going to try and attempt that again today for some stupid reason. But that sore throat, what I thought was because of talking too much, actually turned out to be probably one of the heaviest colds I've had in my entire life. So, still recovering from that. That was 3 weeks ago now, and I'm still shaking it off. So, apologies for that in advance as well. Hopefully I will get to the mute button in time. The annoying thing about this game is I don't have it in windowed mode, so I have to like tab out in order to mute, whereas all the other games I just move the cursor over to the other monitor. Anyway, that's not the point. Third thing, some of you might have been screaming this to me in the comments of the last video. I had the tool line here, not this one, but the truck line set up incorrectly. It was basically picking up steel at both stations and dropping off tools at both stations, which is why when I was sat here going, why is the tools not developing? It's because there was nowhere for them to go. So now you'll see we have tools, and boy do we have tools, lots of tools getting brought up here. I think this is the train, Scarborough to Towcester. Yeah, this train here is about to have more tools on board than it will ever see in its life ever again. So that's quite exciting. It means this is all working. We've also got machines here being delivered down into town, and I'm pretty certain we have goods on the way as well. Yes, we do. Excellent. So things are hunky-dory, and in fact, things are incredibly hunky-dory. Sorry, I've got hiccups today as well. That's good. I choked on my drink before I started recording as well. Everything's just going wrong today. Hopefully that doesn't remain the case. So yeah, you're now loaded up on talk. Yes, you are. Look at that. All that money. Oh, mwah. The financial problems that we had before, as you can see, seem to have been resolved as well. Where was I going with all this? There's a question. Oh, yeah. So, Uckfield is up and running. Stowmarket is up and running. Scarborough. Cockerhead is going to change today. More on that in a minute. One of the other things that was bugging me about all of this was Towcester. And I said it in the last episode, or the last episodes. I don't like Towcester anymore. I only built it a few episodes ago, and I already hated it. So, I went away, and I rebuilt it. Now, I'm not going to show too much of it here, but this is the new rebuilt Towcester. If you want to see how this Towcester station was built, check out my members exclusive video, which will probably be in this playlist as well as in its own playlist on the channel. I know, self-promotion, nobody likes it, and I know in the past people have had very big problems with me doing member exclusive content, but it's not taking away from this series. You're still going to see me do all the big builds and all that stuff. The members only stuff is mainly going to be fixing problems that I've created in the past, or doing little projects that I said I was going to do off camera. It just means you get to see more of the series. So if you're a fan of the series, why wouldn't you be a fan of that? I have explained in a post on my channel how the member exclusive stuff works, but it is also explained in the actual join page as well, which is linked in the description. Alrighty, I'm going to stop self-promoting now, and I'm going to start working on stuff for this video. Yeah, I'm just looking at these trains doing their thing, and I'm like, there's a few tweaks and changes here already that I would like to make. This episode originally was going to be me, is that the tool train or is that a different train? No, it's the tool train. It looked weird. Oh no, yeah, it's fine. Sorry, this episode was originally going to be me working on a big project. Instead, it's going to be me laying the groundworks for working on an even bigger project, because I think that will be more beneficial. First thing, I want to get more coal up to the steel mill here. Because we do have other steel mills on the map being served, but this is the main one. Pretty much everything comes through here at some point. We do have quite a lot of steel waiting to be transported, but we could do with more. There's always room for more. I am wondering why we're not getting much grain. Yeah, we should be getting more grain transported. I think one of the problems, yeah, is capacity, actually. So, can I change that? These don't add capacity, but I believe... Oh, yes, that's annoying. These add capacity, though. If I could fit a small one... Nope, that'd be too easy, Mark. Yeah, we could fit one there. And I think we can actually fit another one. Oh, no, never mind. Scratch that. We could fit a small one there, though. And that just increases the capacity. But then the other problem is we need more vehicles, because one every 3 minutes is shit, to be honest. So let's increase that. We'll just bump this up. We've got the money. 35.5 million. I don't think we're going to go bust anytime soon. Although I said that last time, and then it happened. So maybe don't count your chickens before they've hatched, eh? God, I'm old. Using expressions like that. Holy moly. 61. You'll notice the lag is starting to get real now with the number of vehicles on the network, and actually that's one of the things I want to resolve with this big project. The fact of the matter is we have too many road vehicles on this map. This always happens. We end up with far too many road vehicles, and it ends up killing off any hope we have of having a stable game. I'm just looking, where are these vehicles? Where did you spawn? Oh, over here. Oh yeah, long line. Yep, should have seen that a mile away. What was I saying? Oh yeah, vehicles. Lots of vehicles. The other steel mill, by the way, is this one down here, which I think, yeah, only supplies Cockermouth Tools Factory, which is that one. But we may actually truck some steel over here and load it on a train as well. Yeah, we got too many road vehicles. Let's talk about the big project. We got too many road vehicles. Look here. Too much traffic. All the way along here, this road here, the entirety of this bit here, even this section here, this one over here, all of this here. Too much. Way too much. Now, they're local ones. So, the ones from here down to the various factories, that's fine. That's called last mile transport. Or final mile transport. I can't remember the exact name for it. But that's fine. I'm absolutely A-okay with that. The bit I don't like is the long ones. These ones. Now, these were a necessary evil when we first started the series. It was the only way to make money. It was something that people advised on Reddit to do. And in the comments of these videos. Now, though, it's just a pain in the arse. Monitoring it all. The fact that we have, I don't know. Let's choose this line here as an example. We have 157 vehicles just on that line, which is ridiculous. Way too many. And what it does is it picks up iron ore from here and it transports it over here. Cool. Is it necessary? Probably not. I think the limit is, excuse me, picking up coal from here, bringing it over here, and then picking up grain here and bringing it back. That is probably the absolute limit of what trucks really should be doing. So I want to try and start removing various trucks from the network, which is easier said than done, but hopefully it will be doable. Where are you going? Oh, you're joining the main line again. That's fine. Oh, look at that. You've got machines, you've got steel. Lovely stuff. These trains also need to be a lot longer. We'll work on that in a little bit as well. The one that's really bugging me is... where is it? The Halt Whistle one. There is a line. No, not that one. This one. In fact, is it this one? No, there's a line somewhere around here. One of you guys. Yeah, this one. Where it starts here at Rugeley, comes all the way over here to Halt Whistle, then up into Halt Whistle itself, then back here to pick up grain, and then brings that all the way back to Nailsworth. We then have a separate line that picks up that and takes it over here for the alcohol to then be transported back. So many things are wrong with that. I'm losing count. So all of that over the next few episodes is going to be decommissioned, and we're going to start doing little truck routes from source. So let's say, hypothetically, this one here, grain. We're going to bring it down to the railway, probably the nearest town, which in this case I think is actually Rugeley. Load it on a train. That's going to come over here to Nailsworth. Going to be unloaded back onto a truck over here, turned into alcohol, brought back, loaded back on a train, and then that train's going to take it onwards. We're going to try and be strategic about it. I might have to make a spreadsheet, because ultimately right now these trains are actually quite full, carrying other stuff. There's capacity here, or at least there's empty trucks here, but that doesn't mean there's capacity. That's what I was trying to say. You see here, we've got goods, we've got food, we've got construction materials, we've got silver bars, we've got machines, and sometimes we might have tools, plastic, all other stuff. And it's also quite inconsistent as to how loaded these trains might be. So I think we need to have a bit of a rethink about all of this. But that's going to be, as I said, sorted out over the next few episodes. Today, excuse me. Today, what we're going to be doing is over here at Rugeley, for a start, we're going to be adding another set of freight platforms, because I'm fed up of seeing them all queuing up here. Whoops. We're also, hopefully, if we've got time, going to do the same thing at Nailsworth, because right now it only has one freight platform, and I feel like we could add at least another one on this side, and then possibly even a third one the other side of that, and basically fill it up, all of this gap here. And then, and this might actually be next episode, I want to come over here to Cockerhead, and I want to take these freight platforms out completely, add new passenger platforms in, because this is going to be kind of an interchange station. And then I want to take the freight terminal and possibly move it. I'm trying to think where would be best for it. I'm thinking, because Scarborough has a freight terminal, so we don't need to worry about that. I think somewhere halfway between Cockermouth, also Cockerhead, which is the combined Cockermouth, Leatherhead metropolitan area, and not because I thought it was a funny name. What the hell's that? Got some floating line in the sky as well. What on earth was that? I don't know. Like a road glitch or something. No idea. We're going to build it probably somewhere around here. And then the stuff from Stafford can also then get brought over here. Either that, or we just do what we've done here at Stafford, but do it differently. Because this is ugly as well. I'm not a huge fan of that. So I think what I would do here, because we've already got the infrastructure set up this side for all the crossovers and things. For the most part. Well, looking at it, it's not the best. I don't know. We'll come up with a solution. We will come up with a solution. For now, though, let's start with Rugeley, because that's the one that's bugging me the most. It's also the one I think would be the easiest to do. So let's get this going. And you're going to see a lot of lag here as well. Is it rusty tracks I've used here? Yes, it is. At least it's not as bad as when I did Towcester. That video is like 2 hours long, and most of it is me waiting for the game to realise that I want to place more track down on the actual station itself, which is not particularly fun. Again, the lag is real in this game now. We have reached that stage. So I think most of these... Oh, let's pause while I do this. I think most of these now... most of these freight stations, sorry, complete your sentence, Mark, should be, excuse me, minimum 3 platforms. And if you realised how many trains, freight trains I'm planning on running along here, you'll realise why that's a good idea. Because some people might be like, 3's quite a lot. But we're going to go back to running dedicated trains for various things. So right now we've basically got Jack of all trains, I'm going to call them, where in fact, Exhibit A is arriving right now. This thing can carry everything because of the wagons and stuff that we've got assigned to it. But I don't want that. I want my trains to be specific. I actually want them really to be origin to destination type trains. So I don't want... Oh, I should not have deleted that bit. That was dumb. I do not want them to... I'm just going to remove that piece as well. To just carry everything. I want them to be dedicated trains for dedicated cargoes. That's the plan. So to actually achieve that, again, easier said than done in many respects. But we'll give it a go. Can I get that to stretch over there? No, so that makes a new crossing. But if I do that, connect this back up. Where's the other? Yeah, there's fine. And then I'm hoping... Yeah, no, that's not going to work, is it? Really, I need that crossover here. So I'm going to do that. And then this, I'm going to bring in... And if I could do it like this, then my plan here is to... Oh, I thought I had it then. Yeah, I don't think that's actually going to work. So I think if I just bring this one in... How close can I get? I can get it to there. If I just did that, then remove that bit, and then do the too much curvature. Damn. One sec. I can definitely make this work. Why is it telling me construction not possible? Let's just remove this. There we go. Get rid of all of that rubbish. Now we can put this back in. Do you know what? You get a free road upgrade as well. I'm just that generous, guys. I'm so generous today. Giving out free upgrades and everything. There we go. Now the annoying thing is, I don't think I can put crossovers in here now, because we're funneling everything through this one single track, which I don't think is actually the best idea. But how to fix that right now is not my priority. What is my priority is getting this signal back in, which is now going to sit there. We're going to remove this signal, and we're going to pop the gantry in. That's not the right one. I'm going to pop the gantry in. Early era, center span is 2. That's all fine. And then we're just going to drag it into position. Lovely. Like that a lot. Right. So Rugeley is technically fixed. I think the issue now is... Interesting that the mail is saying it can't connect. What are you, number 4? So let's do that. Why can't the mail connect? Where's the issue? Rugeley. Oh! I know why the mail can't connect. Yes. I'm not finished here. What I've done, you see, is mess that up. Uh-oh. I've now got to try and thread the needle. Can I do it? Oh, you son of a gun. Yeah, this is where it all goes horribly wrong now. If I can get this track in... Oh, it wanted to go there. There we go. Now if I get this track in... Oh, come on. Come on. I know you want it to work. You son of a gun. I can't even do it this way around because I can't get it to connect to either of those. Oh, man. Well, this one's easy because I can just take this one and connect it. Well, I thought I could. Seriously? Yeah, no, I thought I could. So I can't do it to there, but I can do it to there. So that's fine. So you can now return to the main line. Yeah, it's this side now. I can't get to work. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Build that one in as stretched out as I can make it, which is like that. Now, this side... Come on. I feel like it's there where it needs to be, and that doesn't fit. You can see why I wanted to do these like one at a time and not commit to how many in an episode. Oh. Alright, try the other way. If I can make this side work. Yeah, again, I think this is an issue of it's too stretched out now. Maybe we need to go the other way and make it as condensed as possible. Like that. Now, can I get this across? I cannot. This is really where we're at with this game now, is it, folks? Where simple things are no longer simple. Okay, other plan. You're going to do that now. And you are going to do that now. And we fix the issue. It's as good as it's going to get. And to be honest, we don't actually need this crossover here anymore. If we're using this one. So that signal can actually be brought closer again. It's just slightly irritating that it's come to that. In fact, if we're now doing that, what's to stop me from building it? Yeah, like this. And then I think that signal is still just about in the right place. I don't know if I can see the arrow. No, I can't. But I think it's basically where that loco is, which is absolutely fine. Which does then mean... Let's do this. We might be able to fix two problems at once here. Or maybe not. Come on, autosave. Fine. Here's what we're going to do. This line here is going to do this. It's then going to run to approximately here. This line is going to run to here. This line here is then going to go like this. Like this. And like this. This line is going to cross over like that. I am then also going to remove that piece there. So I reckon... balls. Yeah, there. Smack bang there. Awesome. Wait, is that what I wanted? I don't actually think that's what I meant to do, but it could work. No, that isn't what I meant to do. I actually meant to have that the way it was. Okay. Yeah, actually, no, this doesn't fix the problem at all. I was going to try and make this like a little double track thing. But that genuinely does not fix the problem in the slightest. I don't really know what I was thinking there. So what I'm going to do is just this. You're going to come into that one. You're going to join up with this one. Like so. This one is then going to... Oh, come on. There we go. You're going to do that. You're then going to come around like that. This one is then going to connect level with that one. There we go. This side is then going to come across like this. And then this one is going to do... I hate the way you can't really build scissor crossovers on curves. Like, I get it, but I also don't, you know? It's very irritating. Because the track fits, man. Like, we're literally looking at it. In real life, they just bodge it till it worked. In the game, not as easy as that. Yeah, we got the too much curvature problem. That's the issue. So it's going to be like that. And then that one. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Maybe if I just build it in like this. I don't think I have anywhere near enough space to get that in. Nope. Absolutely not. Oh, so annoying. So annoying. I have to remove that one again now. So what I'm going to have to do here is this. And then this. Which even that's not letting me do it. You stupid game. Can I do it this way? Nope. I built this side first. To there. And then... Oh, you absolute... Man alive, this is annoying. There's probably, again, people quite rightly pointing out in the comments everything I'm doing wrong here, which is why it's not working. But holy moly is this annoying. And I'm desperately trying not to swear right now. Alright, there. Do that. How can you not do the other side? It's literally make a scissor. That's all I'm asking you to do is make a scissor. Okay, what if... Bring all this back. I know, all my hard work. Lost again. So what I need is... this to come around like this. And then this, I need to be dead straight. Like that. Now that should be able to accommodate a scissor crossover. Like so. Then from there, yep, chop out that slice. Congratulations, you now connect up over here. And then this one, chop out that slice. Congratulations, you now connect up over here. Although technically you don't need to do this. You could just stay where you were. And then here, we could have one that comes across. Actually, no, we can't, because it's not going to work, is it? Alright, congratulations, you're also now a double slip. I swear if I misclick and delete the wrong thing now. I literally had it a second ago. Oh, there. There. Whew. Heart pounding in my chest right now. There we go. And then this one connects to there. This one. No, you do connect. You do work. Stop it. Stop it. You do work. There we go. See? You're just being difficult for no reason. Alright, if I see the words too much and curvature one more bloody time. It's not too much curvature. You worked a minute ago when I did it. There. That wasn't hard, was it? And then you are a double slip. 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 Hallelujah. This is easy, guys. I'm so glad we did this today. It's mental. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That's going to be really bad in the audio, isn't it? One way, no. Alright. There we are. I still need to change the male one here. Number 4 and number 10. 1 and 3, and then on the way back. Oops. 1 and 2. Okie dokie. We're working. We're good. You're still arriving at Rugeley, although it's not quite in the same line as it was before. So you're Rugeley. Goods yard. You're going to drop off some lovely stuff. Construction materials and food. I'm just going to do one big proper cough. I'll be right back. Oh, you gotta love it. Alrighty. Anything else I can do here? Can I already know what the answer to this is going to be. All I want to do is place here. Absolutely not. Look at that. I just wanted to have something here make this an actual terminus platform. But not today, Zerg. How much stuff are we losing here then? Quite a lot, actually. Yeah, well, that's good to see. We got our little push-pull trains. Oh, I still need to do that as well. I was going to split the passenger line so that Scarborough to Towcester is one line, and then Towcester across to Holtwhistle is a separate line. But that's a problem for future Mark to do, by the looks of things. We also need to make longer trains as well. Right. Now that everything's working here, let's go butcher Nailsworth as well. So you can see the problem with Nailsworth is we just don't have enough platforms again. Just one platform, which is not very good. We're actually going to take a slightly different approach here. In that the other platforms here are going to be a little bit shorter. Do I use Rusty Track here as well? Yes, I do. I don't think I did at Towcester, which is interesting. So we're going to pop you there. Yep, straight away. You won't work. Check that you're attached each time. There we are. Again, I don't actually know if this part is necessary, but I do it anyway, just to make sure. So that's 3. This is 4. Five. Oh, wrong one. 6. And it's mainly this section here where 7, where it needs to be done better because it's starting to curve the other way. 8. You can see there, I think the track is actually starting to leave the platform. Whereas we do that, it brings it back into alignment. 9. Yeah, here it's definitely curving away. And 10. So that's a pretty good length. These new trains that I'm planning on running will be slightly shorter than the ones we've got here. And again, it's because it's dedicated, so you don't need a train that can carry everything, therefore you can just focus on what you need. So if we only need to transfer 90 grain and 90 coal from end to end, we're only going to have a train that carries 90. Whereas if we're carrying coal, grain, tools, machines, all that stuff, we're just going to pump the train full of as many wagons as we can in order to carry as many goods as we can. Probably isn't the best idea, in all honesty. And this one, because Nailsworth I think is going to be quite a busy hub for freight now. So I'm going to kind of push the boat out a little bit more and just fill up as many of these as we can. What am I talking about? I'm trying to fill as much of this gap as I can. That's what I'm trying to say. Instead, I'm sounding like an absolute moron. There we go. Right. So again, this is where you do the little connection there. Otherwise, you lose your nice curve that you spent God knows how long building. That's one of the problems at Towcester, was just trying to get the tracks to snap. Oh god, it was a pain in the arse. Fortunately, you don't have to do that with platforms. Platforms just snap to tracks. Which is lovely. Big fan of that. Now here, I'm going to make these platforms smaller again. Again, this is where the game's going to be like, oh, going to have to think about that one for half an hour. So I need the -1, which is this one. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what's cool is that is now the width of a track. It's also the width of a passenger platform. So now we can fit in, by the looks of it, 2 more platforms here, at least 1 more, 2 more tracks, sorry, and then maybe even a platform at the end if that freight terminal there isn't too close. If it is, we might have to move it slightly, because the plan here was to get 5 tracks in. Because as I say, this is quite a busy area. I'll show you in a second just how busy this is going to become. Because we've got quite a lot of different industries around here. This is also a junction. Obviously, most freight trains that run through here are then going to run on down to Haltwhistle. But there may be some that bypass Haltwhistle Freight Terminal and head back up towards Stafford and Scarborough and Cockerhead and things like that. So there is a chance that this may become like a secondary freight terminal to Haltwhistle. He ums and ahs a lot, doesn't he? So yeah, we need to make the capacity for it, basically. What that is going to involve as well is this set of tracks here, we're going to double up. So we're actually going to make 4 tracks instead of 2. So that means we can have 2 trains leaving and 2 trains arriving at the same time, in theory. Obviously, in practicality, that's probably not going to work, but what that means is we haven't got trains blocking the main line if they're waiting to access the siding. That's the main reason, or the head shunt, I should say. That's the main reason for this. Right, snap these together. Even if this doesn't have a platform right next to it the whole way, I suppose we could still just put the track in place, and then maybe one day when I can be bothered, I'll come back and add the extra platform. Maybe. I always make that sound so easy. Again, this is kind of why the member exclusive stuff exists, because there's stuff where I say, oh, I'll come back and do it, and then I just never do. Whereas if I'm actually recording like I am now, I'm making sure I'm doing this properly. So member only content could be a good excuse to actually get unfinished projects finished. And that's for all my series as well, not just for this one. Minecraft, God knows how many times I've said, oh, I'm going to do this off camera, and then I've actually thought about how long that's going to take, and I'm like, hell no. I want to go watch TV. There we go. And then this one. And then this one. And then this is where it all goes wrong. When I realise it doesn't fit. I think actually the problem is, yeah, collision, because it's the wrong width. So if I start at this end and then reduce the width, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one I might actually do an extra bonus one just because I can, and that may even come down again. That might allow me to squeeze it in, assuming the hitbox does actually change. If it doesn't, there's no point, is there? I just need a sliver of a platform here, just so I can actually get an extra train in. Oh, look at that, you beauty. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take that. I'm going to take that and I am going to run with it. There is a bit of an overlap there, but no road vehicles come through here anyway, so that's fine. So yeah, the reason I want this to be bigger is, look, we've got forest there, sand mine there. We've got the alcohol and the livestock here. Potentially grain could get brought down this way now as well. There's a grain farm there. There's actually a mail sorting centre there, but we did agree we won't be doing that. But yeah, look, forest down here, logs to here, planks back, and then those planks can be taken onwards as well. There's a lot going on here in Nailsworth, so we need to make sure that we have the capacity for it. Speaking of, we need to increase the track count here. Yep, I knew that wasn't going to work. There must be a way of making that work, right? Is it because it's expanding the other way? Do I have to rebuild this from scratch? I think I have to rebuild this from scratch, which probably isn't going to be the worst thing anyway, because I imagine I'm going to have to move this slightly. Here's how I'm going to do this. That gantry is going to remain in situ. What we're going to do is this here is going to span out like this, and actually that's going to be the one that connects up over there. So here's a question. No, actually no, I've already answered it. I was going to say, why don't I just extend that track out? And it's literally because I need to place a crossover like this. I'm going to stretch it out like that. So then that pushes that one out, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Good. Then I'm going to extend these out a little bit more. And we're going to add parallel track like this. And parallel track like this. And this is going to be the site of our new set of... Actually, no. We're going to have 3 tracks. We don't need 4. 4's excessive. Can I edit this? Yeah, it's in the wrong place. That's the problem. So we are going to have to move this as well. We're also going to rebuild. Oh, I've removed the wrong track. So stressful. Right, do that. This. There. Perfect. Please let me do a scissor. Nope. It's too easy, isn't it? Absolutely too easy. What about this side? Nope. I think it is just the tight radius makes it borderline impossible to actually do. That's the justification I'm going to give anyway. It's the tight radius, folks. I mean, I could just do... Well, not quite. You see, I don't want to change this too much now. But I feel like I'm not going to be able to get one in here. Nope. And... I'm not going to be able to get one in... I mean, I could get one in here, I think. Yeah, that works. Have you noticed, though, that stops being parallel if I do this? It bends it in a weird way. Which I guess is fine. Like if I did that. Sure. What I want is all of these platforms to be accessible from all of these sidings. So I could just go with the mentality of use as much space as you need. If I build this to here and then build that again round to there. Okay. Now I've got a scissor crossing there. So maybe if I try and build... The other option is I do what I do with my passenger stations. And build that like that. And that out like that. And then here... do the same thing again, but mirrored. Like that. And like that. That works. I've now balls this, though. Balls. Utter balls. Let's just build this out like this. Can I get a straight track? Come on. Yes. Good. And then that to there. Okay. So I can still put the gantry back in. That sits there. Just. That works. And then I'll put the siding back in with a bit of a curve in it, just to take it over here somewhere. And then I think that's that actually fixed again, which is good. Whew. This one wasn't as painful, but it's still very painful. How long do I need to make this? First of all, I need to make it rusty track, which is that one. No overhead. Length. I mean, as long as I can make it, surely is the answer to that question. Yeah, it can be a lot shorter. To be honest, we could probably just go with 240. I think that's about the length of the longest platform. And then stick a curve in it. Just going to look a little bit like that. And there we go. So you are Nailsworth goods yard. Alrighty, what's the problem here now? All of these tracks are accessible. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Oh, was there a double slip maybe that I was supposed to... No? No, they're all accessible. So what's the problem? What is the problem? Rugeley goods yard. Oh, you absolute donkey. Yeah, no, I know what the problem is. This might be fixable with a double slip though. Oh, Mark, you absolute donkey. Yeah. I do this every time as well. That's the stupid thing. I literally do this every single time. Excuse me. Can anyone work out what it is I've done? Or not done, in this case? I think I heard someone at the back shout, "You haven't made it so that your platforms join up to the main line again." And yeah, that person is spot on. I have not made it so that the platforms join up with the main line again. So it's going to have to look something a little bit like this, I think. Which is going to make this incredibly difficult to... Oh. I know there's the build anyway mod, and I know people are probably going to suggest I download that and get it in the game. I don't like that though, because I want to build within the limits of the game. It's actually one of the reasons why I've got the realistic slopes mod, which makes building these things incredibly difficult, but also incredibly satisfying when you actually pull it off. Yeah, getting this working is going to be an absolute faff. Do you know what? I'm going to remove that again. I know we've literally just got this how I wanted it. And now we're ripping it all out again because I'm an idiot. So we're just going to have you run parallel for a little bit. Just to like... I don't even think you're snapping, are you? You're just sticking to the straight line thing. Yeah, you're literally... Oh, my God. Right, get rid of you. Get rid of you. Start again. For goodness sake. There. This track here. So, first of all, you're going to come out to there. This one's going to come out to there. This one is then going to come along to there. This one is going to come along. Snap, snap, snap. Is that snapped? I think that's actually snapped. It just doesn't look like it. Yep, that's snapped. Right. Remove you, remove you, remove you. you're going to go to like here, and then you're going to do a weird S-curve, and then you're going to connect in like that. Good. How are we then going to do this? I think what we're going to do for this is a series of, and I'm hoping this works. Already it's not looking promising. I genuinely thought I'd cracked it as well. I was literally sitting here thinking that was actually pretty painless. Good job, Mark. You're going to finish on time for once. Nope. No, that's not the case at all. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? If we actually finished this when we were supposed to. Right. So this here is going to be where this set of crossovers is going to go. And we can do scissors, which is good. What that means is we can also do scissors over here. And we're literally doing this for one single solitary platform. That's the dumb thing about this. I'm actually not going to do that for this one. I'm going to do it more like... Actually, for this one, I know what I'm going to do. You're an exit track. You head back out onto the main line. And to be honest, you can also be an entry track. But I think for this one, I'm actually going to use this type. Which I may even do for... Actually, no, I'm not even going to say that out loud because I don't want to jinx anything. Right, you are the exit track. No, you're not the exit track. You can't be the exit track because we're not close enough. And the other thing is, you don't need to exist. Yep, thought something looked a bit off there as well. Right. This is how it's going to look. Actually, if that's the case... Sorry, everyone. I know, I can hear. You know that bit in The Naked Gun? Where they do the multiple face plants. Not face plants, face palms. One after the other. In the theatre. That's you all right now, isn't it? Watching this. If I was a good editor, I'd add that clip in right now so you can all see it and laugh. But I'm not that good an editor. There. Okay. Scissors. So you're a straight piece of track. There's no reason why you can't do scissors. I just need that bit. I think I got it before the autosave. I hope I clicked the right thing. Come on. Come on, game. Be nice to me. Come on, game. Excellent. You are the exit track. So you're going to connect over. I can get it as wide as possible like that. And then this is the entry track, technically. Good. We're then going to put another one of these here. Like that and like that. Except this one there, you're going to connect up to this side, and you are the other exit track or entry track. We could even make you just a single all the way across, but I think I'm going to stick with the idea I am going to do it like this. Like that. But I'm going to make sure that this piece here, or that piece there, is rusty and the rest is not. Right, you are a double slip. You are a double slip. You are a double slip. Now, I believe this is all correct. And I am just going to, because I can, do that. Reason is, I deleted the wrong piece of track. I deleted the wrong piece of track. Ah! Come on, Mark. You're supposed to be good at this game, man. You advertise yourself as being able to build in this sodding game, and then you can't even do the basics. There. Will this station still fit? Yes, it will. Excellent. And you know what? Just because I can, I'm going to make you 280 instead. Holy moly. That is painful. Right, here. Where's the end of the station? There. Build it back as far as I can. No one way. And we're just going to do 2. The idea being you either go in the station or you go back out on the main line. There is no in between. The red thing's gone away, so that's now working. Where's the gantry signal? This one's offset, isn't it? So you can build it a lot further away. I say that, it's not that much further away, is it? Where I want this is just before this. And you are one way. That's quite a long way away from the actual platforms. But I think we're fine. Gantry, 5. Is that in the right spot? It's close enough. I don't think I'm going to get it any closer than that without having to rebuild it 1,600 times, which I really don't want to do. Okie dokie. Nailsworth is done. So is my patience. Here's how this is going to work then. Nailsworth goods yard, or Nailsworth head shunt, I should say, coming in. 1, yep. 2 is the backup. Going into the goods yard itself, let's have you as platform 5, and then 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you head back out on the main line. On the way back, you come into the goods yard, let's say platform 4. I'm just going to try and like spread these out a little bit to try and mix it up. And then we'll have 3 there and 2 as the backup. So we're not just having trains always trying to run into the same platforms. And it means these platforms will all get filled, which is nice. Now this one. Nailsworth head shunt. Platform 1 is fine here. 2 is the backup. Here you're going to run into platform 4. Yeah, we'll just have all the others as backup because it's good. And on the way back, Nailsworth goods yard, you're going to run into platform 3. And then coming back out on the main line, platform 3 with 2 as the backup. So this middle track here is always just an overflow. Excellent. We're up and running, folks. So you should still be running into Nailsworth goods yard. And I believe you will be running into probably this platform. So you slow down at just the right spot. Yep, beautiful. You're crossing over again, nice. And then you're going straight on and straight on. And I think that is still a double slip, yep. Alrighty, you can see the struggles that we're going to have here. I think that's why with Cockermouth, Cockerhead, whatever we're going to call it, this one here, Cockerheadford or something, I don't know, Staff Cockerhead, we're going to build it separate to this and have it as its own thing. And we may even take out the ones at Stafford as well for that reason, and use trucks for the bulk of it here, purely because it's just going to make my life a lot easier, and that's all I care about right now. Yeah, I think that's the goal. I think that's what we're going to do. Hot Whistle's already fine. We've fixed Nailsworth and we've fixed Rugeley. Although I would still like to put something here at the end of the platform. Oh, look at all that mail we've got waiting. That's good. Yeah, I think this mail thing is actually proven to be quite successful. Somewhat. It's on its way. Even here, yeah, we've got unsorted mail waiting to come in. This should stop the queues now, so these trains should be able to just operate without many worries, which would be nice. We do still need to work on the acceleration of these locos, but that's another thing for another day. Right, we're done. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. And like I said, if you do want to check out that members only video, me rebuilding Towcester Station, then check out the information in the description down below. Any support is greatly appreciated, even if you just sign up, watch the video, watch a couple of members first videos and then let it go at the end of the month. I don't mind, to be honest. That's a thing. I don't know if I should be promoting that or not, but people do that, and I can't really stop you from doing that. So I appreciate the support while it's given, basically. So thank you very much for that. Don't forget to leave some comments down below with ideas for future episodes, any feedback on what you've seen here as well. Let me know how many times your head hit the keyboard whilst you're watching this. You know, interactivity is all good. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.